Iran is on the brink. Protests are in its second week. Iranians have taken to the streets all across. The crackdown by the regime has only made confrontation bigger. The economy is in a mess. The Iranian currency has plunged to a record low. 1.5 million riyals equals $1. To make matters worse, Trump is not mincing any words. He has warned of US being locked and loaded, ready to intervene if violence against protesters continue. Maduro's capture from his fortified presidential palace has rattled Iran regime. Could Khamenei be the next? Watch our special report on a nation on the brink.
The first spark ignited on 28th December 2025. Not in a university, not at a political rally. In the beating commercial heart of Tehran, the Grand Bazaar. Traders closed shops and took to the streets over soaring inflation and the sharp devaluation of the local currency. The visuals on the ground are striking. Streets packed with young demonstrators, women at the front. People chanting for freedom and an end to corruption. Markets that should have been full of trade are instead full of protest banners. Smoke rising from burning tires as thousands call for dignity. Youth, long frustrated by a lack of opportunity and rising costs, pushed forward without fear. The regime's response has been lethal. Many killed, over 2,100 people arrested as security forces used force to quell the dissent. High-ranking officers, including a police commander in Iranshir, known for crushing activists, killed in the chaos. The state has labeled the protesters rioters and foreign agents. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei acknowledges the economic demands of protesters in Iran, but warns that there will be no quarter for rioters.
Let him run his own country if he can. In his own country, there are all kinds of incidents going on. The Islamic Republic was established with the blood of several 100,000 honorable people, and it will not back down in the face of those who engage in destruction, nor will it tolerate mercenaries serving foreign powers.
At 86, Khamenei is facing his ultimate test of survival, while President Pezeshkian accepts that the Iranian government is at fault. Khamenei urges firm action. Protesters are chanting slogans against the supreme leader, his posters burnt and statues destroyed.
What is abundantly clear to me is that the system at large in Iran, the political establishment, is at a dead end. And so without accommodation, without change in policy, but also in its position vis-a-vis protesters and perhaps the structure of governance in Iran, things are going to deteriorate.
The engine of this fury is an economy in total freefall. Following the June war with Israel and the return of snapback UN sanctions, the rial has collapsed to 1.5 million against the US dollar. Inflation has soared to 42%, while food prices have jumped a staggering 72%. The average monthly salary has shrank to just $150, making basic survival impossible for the middle class.
A week ago, I bought a tray of eggs for 2,200,000 rials. Today, I bought one for 3,500,000. Prices of other goods like cooking oil and rice have gone up.
A liter of cooking oil, which used to be 790,000 rials, is now 1,350,000 rials. And as the government announced, prices for other goods will rise by 50% to 100%. As goods become more expensive, costs for all services will increase too. The price hikes will spread into other areas of people's lives.
From exile, the son of the deposed Shah, Reza Pahlavi, has seized the moment. The Iranian armed forces to defect and embrace the nation rather than firing on their own people.
This is a direct message addressed to Iran's armed and security forces, you who wear a military uniform to defend the Iranian nation and who are now facing a historic choice.
While his actual support on the ground is debated, pro-monarchy slogans are being heard in the streets of Qom and Shiraz for the first time in generations. For many, the Pahlavi name has become a rallying point for those who want a return to secular, modern Iran. U.S. President Donald Trump warns Washington could intervene if the crackdown worsens, drawing immediate comparisons to American military action in Venezuela.
We're watching it very closely. If they start killing people like they have in the past, I think they're going to get hit very hard by the United States.
Iran's military warns that Iran is now far more prepared and stronger to face any attacks, threatening a decisive response to any action. It considers a breach of sovereignty. Iran's armed forces have been placed at the highest level of readiness.
We are fully prepared for any situation. We don't want war, but we are ready for war. We are also ready for negotiations, but only negotiations that are based off mutual interests and respect.
Iran is now at a crossroads. The protests began with economic anger but have grown into a broader challenge to authority. Streets that were once quiet with routine are now filled with voices demanding change. How Tehran responds next will shape the country's future.